Hi, this is Anup Yadav, and let's today talk about the Meta AI. So Meta has just launched its Llama 3.1, which is an upgrade over its Llama 3 that it launched around 2 months back. And Meta is claiming that its Llama 3.1 is a 405 billion parameter model. Means it is also claiming that it can beat in some of the parameters the top paid large language models like ChatGPT 4 and Google Gemini and Cloud in some of the parameters. So let's check how Meta generates images, how this new 3.1 model generates images. So I asked Meta AI to imagine a gold boat on the lake with other less fancy boats around. There are people on the boat. So these are first I asked it for image, and then I asked it to animate. So you can see around. I mean, these images animations are quite good. Let's zoom on them a little bit, and then you can find the inconsistencies. I mean, there is no clarity at all, and I mean, faces are not visible at all. But let's move on to the next picture. You can see the faces, they are continuously getting disturbed. It's not like there is no consistency upon the faces. This is something that Meta has to work upon in its future iterations. Even in this, you can see that the faces are completely in a disarray. Let's move on to the next. And here I asked Meta to imagine lion playing with earth in space. You can see that when it comes to animation, I think Meta does quite good. Let's animate these images as well. And it will take some time, but I mean, in the meantime, you'll see the next thing that I asked it to do. So I asked it to generate a picture of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, but to that it said that oops, I can generate that image. So our animations are ready. You can see that I mean, yeah, pretty smooth animations, I would say. So when it comes to if we are using these large language models for these small animations, I think it would suffice. And especially Meta, the Llama 3.1 is a free model. So I mean, it's compared to ChatGPT, where if you want any image or any animation, you need to purchase its paid version. So I'm happy that Meta is providing us with these features and that too free of cost. So let's move on to this picture. So I asked Meta to give a picture of a young little boy playing at the riverside and sees a beautiful sunrise at a distance. When from the distance you can see that these are good looking, quite beautiful images. But let's deep dive into them. So here this image. I mean, if you look into the background, the sunrise is good. There is this blur effect, and the depth feature is also quite good. You can see from the at the end at the feet of the particular child, it is clear, and as you go back towards the sunset, it is. I mean, the depth features. I think it's good, but when it comes to features of the boy, you can see the eyes. They are not at all good. The lips, it is literally lip is sliding leftwards, and the fingers, you can see these fingers, they are really not good. Let's move on to the next image. Oh, this is a much horrible picture. You can see that this particular boy, he has three hands. I mean, how can Meta make this large of a blunder? It's not a mistake; it's a blunder because it knows that whenever it is generating any picture, it knows that a boy has two hands. Literally, this is a great blunder, and this is something that Meta has to work upon. Even in this picture, let's see. So, I mean, the conclusion that we can draw from this is that it is quite good. These models are quite good when generating pictures of natural backgrounds. But even here, you can see the lips, the teeth, they are not at all good. Apart from that, I think this is a pretty good picture. He is holding something in his hand. Let's see the last picture. Okay, yeah. The conclusion is that Meta is not good when it comes to generating uh, the inner of our mouth, the teeth, the lips, and all. Apart from that, they are good. So I would say that, I mean, if I compare between Meta 3.1, the Llama 3.1, and other paid softwares, paid LLMs, then I would say that Meta is functionally good. I'm not saying that it is perfect, it would suffice to all your needs, but yeah, it would give you some decent pictures, some decent animations that you can use. Yeah, let's go and animate these. Okay, just bear with me for a few more seconds, and we will have these animations. I mean, these are going to be good. see how the boy would be playing in such an environment. Okay, okay, these are good, but this particular animation, I mean, it is really, really horrible. And see, when it's in animation, you can see that the image generation, the video generation is getting even more horrid. So, Meta needs to work a lot to have a perfect image and animation generation. Thank you for being with me.